All right, guys, so getting into this thing. This is the overdrive unit. Obviously, you clicked on the video probably because you know I'm tearing the overdrive unit apart. This thing does have a big spring in it. It's like, I don't know, 600-700 pounds. So you do want to have a little bit of caution when you're taking it apart because it could kill you. If you're not stupid, it shouldn't kill you. But, you know, just so you're aware, basically there's a snap ring. There's a snap ring right here, which is usually broken. This one is. And then there's a wire clip inside here. So I got this piece of pipe. It's a 3.5-inch piece of pipe, window cut out of it. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. You can buy a tool for doing that. I don't do it enough to buy the tool. And even if I did, I'd probably just make one, but get that half centered, press. Lots of guys like using a hand press for doing this. I don't have a hand press, so I use the big press. Basically just make sure you're centered, half centered on it. Because if you're not, it could be a bad day. So you're not just perfectly centered there. And then you can just see how it collapses down. Now this snap ring being broken in a bunch of pieces, I'm going to take that one out first because I don't want it to get jammed up in there on me. So you can see it's broken. You should always replace that because they do, I know that they do, like the ones that I have built, most of them are broken. So I would rather, I don't think they're not, I can't remember how much they are. I'll let you guys know what I pay for this stuff. It's not really, like most of it's not horribly priced. So now that you got that down far enough, you're gonna go down far enough that you can get the wire out. You can see down in there now. Let's see if I can. It's actually pretty easy when you're not holding the camera. So there's the wire clip. Now at this point, this is the dangerous part, I guess you would say. You want to make sure, let's get this back in here so I got both hands again here. So basically you want to make sure that this drum doesn't get stuck on the sun gear. Let's see. Nah, this one was fine. Came right off, no problems. Let's get that out of there. And that's all she wrote. So we'll just take this thing over to the bench and rip it apart. Pretty simple process, in my opinion. Like I said, as long as you're not acting stupid. So we'll throw that snap ring away. Just there. I'll grab this, put it over to the bench, and I'm back. All right, back over to the bench here. So these are going to be your overdrive direct clutches. And these ones are a bit smoked. This transmission had some issues. This is the one out of Shay's truck. Or Shay's transmission, I shouldn't say, it was never in his truck, but this is what it's out of. So we're replacing all that anyway. Not a huge deal. Ooh. And that's what I was talking about being dangerous. See how that's stuck together? Not good. I'm going to go throw this at the ground somewhere. I'll be right back. So anyways, back from doing that. Literally, it's one of those things, like, it usually at that point you don't have much load on it anymore. But it's better safe than sorry, because if that hits you in the chops or in the eye, you will find out in a hurry that it's a bad deal. So this one being out of a 47 RE. Ooh. Sprag assembly, or one-way clutch, whatever you want to call it. Oh, is it broken? It is oh no, it's not. That's just the way it's supposed to be. Look at that in a minute. This is this one out of a 47RE is going to be a 5 planetary. You want to make sure you check, you know, the end play, make sure, not too bad. Make sure this isn't all beat up real bad. Make sure that it's not all pitted or scored real bad. Being that Shay's not going to make a lot of power, if there's a little bit of wear in this stuff, it's not going to hurt anything. He's only going to be maybe 350 horsepower at its max. He doesn't want to make a bunch of power with it. This is your one-way clutch or sprag. Well, the sprag, this piece here. And something that you want to note is you always want the spring pushing it uphill. That's actually something that the boys at Precision Transmission taught me by watching their videos. I knew that they were only one, like you can only put them on one direction. You always want to make so the spring is pushing it uphill. Otherwise it doesn't work. And then there's another bearing. So there is a couple of bearings. I would always recommend replacing these. You can actually see these ones are discolored. So we'll have to replace these. Other than that, there really isn't that much to it. Now you can take this drum apart. There's a couple bushings down inside here. We will be changing those bushings. I'll show doing that as well. Or I'll show it on one of them anyway. Probably won't show it on all of them, but I'll show it on one of them. Anyways, that's all there is to taking these things apart. Like I said, you know, you just got to be careful with this spring. How much load there was on that? Not a lot of load, but you just don't want to be, you know, standing there with it up against your face. Otherwise, it can be a bad day and shoot you in the face, which would suck because it'd be hard on your teeth. So anyways, that'll be it for this one. It's just a tear apart video. I'm going to get everything cleaned up. Oh, something else that you should look at too is make sure, I know a lot of guys, they always replace this plate. And then I think you can buy this plate and bearing as one piece, I believe. And when I get this, when I go to put this back together, what I'm going to do is link all the stuff that we're replacing, part numbers and where I'm buying it from and stuff for you guys. So anyways, like, subscribe, put me down in the comments, and catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.